My personal concept of Azathoth is the progenitor of our universe, or at least our galaxy, the Milky Way. I believe, I'm going to guess, Azathoth is something of like a 12th dimensional creature who can shape time and space at will, but really doesn't quite understand what it's doing, as it is, like, on a galactic scale, fairly young, but is also the progenitor of the Cthulhu mythos. We exist in three-dimensional space, but possibly from time to time, when the stars are right, we exhibit a fourth dimension that makes it so that spawn of Azathoth, who I just imagine that Azathoth can, like, cast off spawn, or, you know, just sheds off beings of varying dimensions from, like, 12th or possibly 11th to 4th dimensions. Nothing lower, because it's, like, that's what it poops. I don't know. Or just maybe, like, that's like not even possible. That's like, it's like, can't even, that's like its shadow, you know? Third dimension is Azathoth's shadow, and everything above that is something much higher, much greater, like a living creature or a holographic projection of... Anyway, so maybe Yog-Sothoth is something that can change dimensions at will and can come and go as it pleases. You just have to be able to call it. You know, maybe Yog-Sothoth is like something like Azathoth's dog. Who knows? Then you have, like, something that changes shape at will, almost like Nyarlathotep, which could just be, I don't know, a multi-dimensional creature that can exist in time-space multiple times and just changes shape, but also exists in all these varying times all at the same time, but is also the same being. Hey, that's awesome. Then you have things like Cthulhu and the Deep Ones and stuff like that. The Deep Ones, I feel like, are just three-dimensional creatures like us, but Cthulhu probably is like a fourth-dimensional, just like monster thingy that's not really, like, on a galactic scale all that interesting, just kind of like local fauna for Earth, you know, or like on a galactic scale, or like just, you know, just our, I don't know, our galaxy, due to the fact that it's just like part of Azathoth. Like, a lot of this stuff is just like how it just seems to be like a lot of tentacles and starfishy type stuff. That's just like an aspect of Azathoth. Just like, I don't know, like us, people, humanoids, and I don't know, the Vormi and stuff like that, and pre-human humanoid necromancers and stuff like that, like Lynn Carter stuff, like Clark Ashton Smith stuff, like way. I mean, it seems to be like there's some sort of blueprint with the Cthulhu mythos. It's like squirbly glurble glurbs or peoply guys. So what's going on? Like, you know, and then you have the Yakubians from another galaxy altogether. And they're like centipedes. Not a lot of centipede type things in the Cthulhu mythos, except for the Yakubians. Everything else is like ropey or gelatinous, or, you know, and I think that's just like us looking at a multi-dimensional creature, how it's not quite solid and stuff like that. That's this is like, people are like, "Ooh, it's quantum physics." It's like, nah, I don't know math. I'm not a math guy, but my headcanon, this is all about multi-dimensions and us not being able to perceive them. This is about a being so immense that we can't fathom it, and we're actually a part of it. Like, when we pray to a god, we're praying to, like, a little tiny aspect of Azathoth. Little tiny aspect of Azathoth that our brain technically can't understand. Ooh. And, like, Azathoth, if we even saw Azathoth, like, Gilman, Walter Gilman, I think he was looking at some sort of Elder Thing City representation of Azathoth that they worshipped. I don't think he was looking at Azathoth. I think he was looking at something like, I don't know, like a hologram or something like that. Or like a religious icon or something. You know? I don't know. This is just my interpretation of the Cthulhu mythos. Hey, do you have an idea about Azathoth? Would you like to send me something? We're going to start doing a timeline of the Cthulhu mythos again. So, listen here. We're looking for poems, illustrations, anything. Stories, short stories, theories, anything you want. Send it to me. We'll put it up. As long as it's not, like, jerky or offensive or whatever. We'll put it up. And just as long as it's on topic. So I'm hoping by late August to put up a timeline of things that are going to happen, and then have something going on for mid-September for Season 8. And guess who we're talking about? We're talking about the Yakubians. We're talking about Azathoth. So those are going to be the first episodes talking about the new season of People's Guide to the Cthulhu Mythos. So thank you so much for listening to me just ramble and, like, my own personal theories about the Cthulhu Mythos, because people are like, you don't know anything about the Cthulhu Mythos. And I'm like, listen. I've been caring about the Cthulhu Mythos since I was about 11 years old. So, suck it. And for those of you who enjoy the show, don't suck it unless you want to. And actually, those who I said suck it to, no, that's not cool. That's not cool. Not suck it. Suck it if you want to. And if you don't want to, well, don't suck it. Man, I'm going to have to edit some of this. Nope. People's Guide to the Cthulhu Mythos. Brought to you by BunnySlippers.com and FoundAtomClothing.com. Keep warm this summer if you're living below the equator. And get your cool shirts from your favorite cult films. FoundAtomClothing.com, BunnySlippers.com. Yeah, so get your Cthulhu slippers and your rad t-shirts. Also, I want to say 01 Publishing. I haven't talked about them for a while. They paid for some stuff way back when and I had to delete the episodes. So, I'm going to pepper in for a while here. 01 Publishing. Check them out. Look for them online. Just Google 01 Publishing. Alright. That's the end of this special episode of People's Guide to the Cthulhu Mythos. And look for episode 712. It's going to be about the Call of Cthulhu and the Angel Box, or Angle Box? Angel Box, that Francis Walter something finds, and it all becomes what the Call of Cthulhu's about? Anyway, correlation is not causation, unless it's the Call of Cthulhu. Peace. Stay weird. Keep squiggly. Keep weird. Stay squiggly. One of those two. People's Guide to the Cthulhu Mythos is part of darkmyths.org. Is produced and edited by DB Spitzer. Audio for this, DB Spitzer. Alright. Music by Kevin MacLeod. I love you.